Hey, it's me, a jet ski, and today we are talking about forgotten pieces of Sonic the Hedgehog lost media. This does not include the lost Sonic 1 prototype or any Sonic 2 and 3 prototypes that have been lost. Also, no released prototypes of Sonic Xtreme. This is a countdown in no particular order. The first item on our list is the unseen Sonic Xtreme prototype. It has only been seen as a couple images and not much else. There's not much known about this specifically. The thing that interests me the most about this prototype is the fact that it looks like a complete overhaul from every other piece of media from Sonic Xtreme. The thing that is the most jarring is Sonic's 3D model and the overall level layout as a whole. This is also well known as one of the few Sonic Xtreme betas not to have surfaced. Honestly, I would love to see this get released to the public one day, even if it's just an extra and an anniversary game or something. Or if it were to get leaked, I'd be fine with that too. It's just such a cool piece of Sonic media that has never really been seen outside of a couple images. The next item on our list is the Tiger Electronics Sonic Adventure game. This isn't as much lost media as it is just something that is pretty unknown and is incredibly rare. I mean, there are videos and stuff of it, it's just not very well known and people don't care enough to look for it. Now, if you don't know what Tiger Electronics are, they're just a simple, they used to make little portable games like the Game & Watch, but they did it for an extremely long time. Even when there was the Game Boy and stuff, they were still competing against that. Another thing about these games is that the graphical fidelity of them is literally terrible. They look like calculators, okay? They actually function a lot like the little handheld calculators that you get, where they have all the options built in, and then when you press a certain button, that thing lights up like a number on a calculator. So, the thing about this that interests me the most is they tried to make it like an actual 3D platformer using calculator graphics. I wish I were joking, but it's honestly kind of impressive for what they were going for. And it even has a lot of the levels from the actual Sonic Adventure Emerald Coast. It has pretty much all the boss fights except for Perfect Chaos. That sucks, but that it happens. It's honestly impressive that people actually managed to find a working version of this, considering it came out 23 years ago, all the way back in 1999. That's honestly all I got to say for this one. On to the next one. Sonic Chronicles: The Dark Brotherhood's Lost Cinematics. There are multiple lost cinematics for this game, strangely. However, one has actually been seen in its entirety by the general public. This in question being a scrapped 2D intro cinematic. And I gotta be honest with you, this is some of the best 2D animation I've ever seen in a Sonic project ever. It runs at a crisp and clean 24 frames per second, which if you know anything about 2D animation, is incredibly impressive. There's also rumors of more 2D cinematics in the same style, supposedly one for the ending, and supposedly one for the middle. I don't know how true that is. Of course, that is just a rumor, but I hope that it's true, so one day we can see something like that. One that does not just exist as a rumor is a 3D opening cinematic. The only proof of this existence, though, is unfortunately a couple clips in the reveal trailer. There's only around 10 seconds of footage. Nobody has actually seen this in full, at least in the public. This is very strange. Honestly, you'd think they would use the 3D opening cinematic. However, they didn't even use that one for some reason. God knows why. They were really pushing a shared design across all forms of Sonic media. That's why Sonic doesn't have his Sonic Riders look in Sonic Free Riders. It's kind of interesting, but that's a possible reason I see for them not using this. I could not really think of much else why they wouldn't use the 3D CGI animated opening cinematic, but I don't know. I don't have a single clue, really. That's pretty much all I got to say for this one. On to the next one. the Sega Saturn version of Sonic Adventure. It is highly believed that we have never seen a prototype of Sonic Adventure on the Sega Saturn, which actually it started out as a Sega Saturn exclusive, but when the Sega Saturn was discontinued, they ended up just moving it over the development to the Dreamcast. We've only ever seen concept art and leftover models from the prototype found in the final game. We really don't have much when it comes to content based around Sonic Adventure, the Saturn version. The fans, however, have made a lot of mock-ups of what a Sonic Adventure for the Sega Saturn could actually look like. However, those are just mock-ups, and we have no idea what Sonic Adventure would actually look like on the Sega Saturn due to no prototypes ever being released. That's pretty much all I have to say when it comes to the Sega Saturn version of Sonic Adventure. Not much has been released on it. I wish there was more, but there's really not. Let's move on to the next one. The lost issues of the Sonic manga. In 1992, in Japan only, there was a Sonic manga that released. It follows a young hedgehog boy named Nicky who lives in Hedgehog Town, who, I guess, can transform into Sonic the Hedgehog. It's literally just the Spider-Man version of Sonic. It's weird, and it's really out there, but it is an interesting read. This manga is actually one of the rarest Sonic items ever. However, most people do know about it. What most people don't know is how much of it is actually completely lost, and nobody knows what happened to it. According to Cybershell, like, at least half of this series is completely gone. Pretty much forever. It is really sought after, and nobody really knows what happened to it. Even the ones that you can find are just really hard to track down, especially with English translations. That's pretty much all I have to say when it comes to the Sonic manga and its lost issues. Hopefully they get found one day, but I kinda doubt it. Climax's Sonic the Hedgehog game pitches. Climax is a gaming company that handles spin-off games of existing franchises like Silent Hill or Adventure Time. During the early 2000s, around the PlayStation 2 era, they had pitched multiple different Sonic games to Sega, all of which were rejected. The only proof that we actually have of these games is just one screenshot posted on Twitter. There's not really much information on these, and there hasn't really been much of a search effort to really get these out. Not very many people know about these, and the one guy is the only one who actually seems to have screenshots of what the games would have looked like. That's pretty much all I have to say about this. On to the next one. The cancelled French Sonic comic. What was supposed to originally be a series turned out to be a one-shot issue and a user's manual. Nobody knows for sure if other comics were written or illustrated at all. However, it is believed they had to have started production if they wanted this to be a full series. Nobody knows how far into production they had gotten, but it is interesting nonetheless. Of course, these are all just rumors. There's not really much else that can be said about the French Sonic comic series that was cancelled. On to the next one. I have saved the best one for last. The Lost Sonic Adventure 2 arcade port. You heard that right, an arcade port of Sonic Adventure 2. How awesome does that sound? Just imagine going to like a Dave & Buster's and seeing Sonic Adventure 2 there. That would be so amazing. This is up there with the Half-Life 2 arcade ports. However, this is extremely obscure. Also, this was a Japan exclusive. It came out in 2002. However, it was not known as Sonic Adventure 2 Arcade or something like that. No, it was known as Sonic CR. I'm not for sure what the CR stands for. The game seems to actually have a lot of the levels from Sonic Adventure 2. City Escape, they also have a lot of the boss fights, like the one with the egg golem. It's crazy, and it's weird that nobody's ever really heard about this or even talked about it very much. It also has some new cutscenes, wholly original to it. That means they completely animated brand new cutscenes specifically for this game. Another crazy thing is the fact that this was actually developed in-house by Sega. Sega themselves developed this arcade port of Sonic Adventure 2. Unfortunately, there's not much really out there about this arcade machine anymore. The most there is a video showcasing the game, and it's only recorded at 360p, which is not great quality. This has to be out there, still. If we can find a Sonic Adventure Tiger Electronic game, surely we can all find a Sonic Adventure 2 arcade machine. This has to be out there. We all have to come together to find this thing. We have to try. Just the mere idea of a Sonic Adventure 2 arcade machine is incredible. And if it's still out there, which I'm hoping it is, we all have to try it. At least upload like a ROM of it or something. That's all I'm asking. That's all the lost media that's been forgotten of Sonic that I'm going to cover today. If you want more, please like and subscribe. It was me, a Jet Ski, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.